Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The two teams with 11 Super Bowl titles between them, the Niners and Steelers underway to begin 2023. Breaks a tackle. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazee. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On second down, this is Harris. Stiff-armed him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Harris running straight ahead, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Buying time to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, what a way to kick off the year here. Niners and Steelers. And I know the folks back in Northern California happy to see their quarterback, Brock Purdy, back out there. Charles, what do you see from him in year 2?
More of what we saw from him in year 1, partner, because this young man, he really sees the reins in that first season. And he is excited about expanding his game and pushing the ball downfield even more in year 2 as a starter with the 49ers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. 2
drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Hamler now on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here we go now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Here we go, Simon.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Pickett back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. A throw there, but that's it's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Purdy on a sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot.
And now off to the races down the right side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 93 yards. And the Niners strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Purdy gets this one to Juszczyk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Purdy. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Final play of the half. Purdy. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Steelers 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, a heck of a move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Pickett. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught. For a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy off the play fake. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down from one of the most fun guys to watch in the league, George Kittle. He was plenty of fun for the 49ers last season. He caught 11 touchdown passes and was among the top 5 in tight ends in yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now whistles here. I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Purdy now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They hand this off to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He had a man
missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. This is Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run with Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means...
And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're going to speed things up here. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Whatever the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pickett back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action. Now Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's got room at the 30, and he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Purdy to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will be... And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year's a rookie. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Pickett. That's to Freiermuth. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's got Pickens complete.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing, Purdy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team of the season...
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And now a throw on first. But it's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st down, Purdy. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett backed up into his end zone here. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. Connecting with Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Second down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Pickett. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Wiggles free. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.